Hey everyone, ICT API here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into what would happen if there were a war between America and Russia. It's a topic that's been weighing heavily on a lot of minds. This exploration isn't just about hypotheticals, it's about understanding the dynamics of global power. If you haven't seen the first video, please check it out. The link is in the description below. Today we're discussing why Russia is considered the third power in the world. Let's get started. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the bear in the room. Russia has one of the largest and most skilled military forces in the world. From the chilling expanse of Siberia to the bustling streets of Moscow, Russia has a long and storied military history. This isn't just about parades and displays, it's about a culture that has, for centuries, placed a premium on military strength. When you look at the Russian armed forces with their size, advanced weapons, and modern tactics, you can see why they are known as an outstanding army in the world. Russia constantly demonstrates its military capabilities through extensive military exercises and interventions in Ukraine, Syria, and Georgia. They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. But here's the real kicker: nuclear weapons. With approximately 6,000 nuclear weapons, Russia has the world's largest nuclear arsenal. That's not just a statistic, it's a statement. It means they have managed to make Russia's nuclear capability equal to that of the United States. And that fact, my friends, changes everything. Russia's nuclear arsenal and commitment to maintaining it is a powerful tool to reduce threats and influence against Russia. It's the ultimate deterrent, a way of saying, don't mess with us, we mean business. But it goes beyond just nukes. Russia has developed advanced military technology in fields like hypersonic missiles and missile defense systems such as S-400 and S-500. They're not just relying on old, outdated tech, they're at the forefront of military innovation. The Russian military invests heavily in research and development, ensuring that their forces are equipped with the latest advancements. Their military academies are renowned for producing highly skilled officers and soldiers trained in both traditional and modern warfare tactics. Additionally, Russia maintains strong military alliances and frequently conducts joint exercises with its allies, further enhancing its strategic capabilities. In the digital age, Russia has also made significant strides in cyber warfare, developing sophisticated cyber defense and attack capabilities. Let's not forget their advancements in space military programs, with capabilities to launch and manage military satellites, adding another layer to their defense strategy. All these elements combined make Russia a formidable military power, one that is constantly evolving and adapting to new challenges. Whether it's on land, sea, air, or even space, Russia's military might is a force to be reckoned with. And as they continue to innovate and expand their capabilities, the world watches closely, aware of the significant impact Russia's military has on global dynamics. Now, military might is one thing, but true power extends far beyond the battlefield. It's not just about the number of tanks or soldiers, it's about the strategic use of influence and control. And that's where things get really interesting with Russia. The Kremlin has mastered the art of subtlety and long-term strategy. They're masters of playing the long game, exerting their influence in subtle yet incredibly effective ways. Just like a grandmaster in chess, every move is calculated, every piece has a purpose. Let's start with their backyard, the former Soviet republics. These nations, once part of the Soviet Union, still feel the weight of Russia's influence. Russia maintains significant influence over these countries. Through a mix of diplomacy, economic ties, and sometimes coercion, they keep these nations within their sphere of influence. They seek to control countries like Belarus and Kazakhstan through regional organizations such as the Commonwealth of Independent States, CIS, and the Collective Security Treaty Organization, CSTO. These organizations serve as tools to maintain a semblance of unity and control. They're like the older sibling who still calls the shots even after all these years. The younger siblings may have grown up, but the older siblings' influence remains strong. But it's not just about keeping their neighbors in line. Russia's ambitions extend far beyond its immediate borders. Remember the Syrian civil war? This conflict provided Russia with an opportunity to project its power on a global scale. Russia intervened to support President Bashar al-Assad and significantly expanded its influence in the Middle East. This move was not just about supporting an ally, it was about securing a foothold in a strategically vital region. Through this intervention, they have been able to influence Middle Eastern politics by maintaining close cooperation with countries like Iran and Turkey. These alliances have allowed Russia to become a key player in the region. And then there's the energy game. Russia's vast reserves of natural gas and oil are not just economic assets, they are powerful tools of influence. As a major energy supplier to Europe, Russia holds the keys to Europe's energy supply, giving them leverage. This dependency creates a complex web of political and economic relationships. Imagine having that kind of power, the ability to influence entire nations with the turn of a valve. It's a form of control that goes beyond traditional military might, extending into the very lifeblood of modern economies. Now, some might say that Russia's power rests solely on its military and political maneuvering, but that's only part of the story. The real backbone of Russia's strength lies beneath its vast and varied landscape. Russia is sitting on a treasure trove of natural resources, a wealth that is both immense and diverse. We're talking about the kind of wealth that makes nations drool. From precious metals like gold and diamonds to essential industrial minerals, Russia is one of the largest producers of oil and natural gas in the world, a position that gives it significant leverage on the global stage. These aren't just commodities, they're the lifeblood of the global economy, fueling industries and homes around the world. And Russia? They've got them in abundance, ensuring a steady flow of revenue and influence. Apart from oil and gas, Russia is rich in minerals, metals, and other resources including coal, nickel, gold, and diamonds. These resources are critical for various industries, from technology to manufacturing. It's a staggering amount of wealth, one that underpins much of the country's economic stability. This abundance of resources has helped Russia maintain an economic base despite challenges such as sanctions and economic setbacks. The sheer volume and variety of resources act as a buffer against external pressures. Despite facing sanctions from the West, Russia has managed to weather the storm. Their resource wealth provides a cushion that many other nations lack. How? Because their resources are in such high demand, they can always find buyers. Countries around the world need what Russia has to offer, ensuring a constant stream of trade. They've played their cards right, diversifying their economy and reducing their dependence on the West. By investing in various sectors, they've created a more resilient economic structure. They're not putting all their eggs in one basket. They're playing the field, and it's working. Strategic planning and resource management have allowed Russia to maintain its position on the global stage. Now let's talk about the big leagues, the place where global decisions are made, the United Nations Security Council. And guess who has a permanent seat at that table? You got it, Russia. As one of the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council, Russia has a special say on key UN decisions on international peace and security. They have veto power, which means they can single-handedly block any resolution they don't like. That's power, my friends, raw and undeniable. They've used their position to protect their interests and shape the narrative. They're not just a participant in global affairs, they're a shaper of them. The digital battlefield, Russia's cyber prowess. Now we've talked about tanks, missiles, and oil, but there's another battlefield where Russia is a formidable force: cyberspace. In the 21st century, wars aren't just fought on land, sea, and air, they're fought in the digital realm. Russia is known for its advanced cyber capabilities and has been involved in various cyber attacks and influence operations targeting foreign governments, companies, and election systems. They're using their cyber capabilities to undermine their opponents, sow discord, and advance their own agenda. And in this digital battlefield, Russia is a major player. Beyond the West, Russia's global partnerships. Now, some might think that Russia is isolated on the world stage, especially with all the sanctions and criticism from the West, but that's far from the truth. Russia has been busy building bridges with other powerful nations, forging alliances that strengthen their position. Take China, for example. Russia has been strengthening its relationship with China, particularly in response to Western sanctions and pressure. The alliance includes economic cooperation, with Russia supplying China with energy, military technology, and agricultural products. But it goes beyond just China. Russia is a member of BRICS, one of the major emerging economies. Echoes of Empire Russia's cultural legacy. Finally, let's talk about something a little different. Russia's cultural heritage. power isn't just about military might or economic clout, it's also about influence, about the ability to shape hearts and minds. And Russia? They've got a rich cultural legacy to draw upon. As the largest successor state of the Soviet Union, Russia has inherited a powerful legacy. The Soviet Union may be gone, but its influence lingers, especially in the cultural sphere. Many former Soviet republics still look to Russia because of historical, linguistic, and cultural ties. They share a common history, a common language, and a common culture. Russia is investing heavily in promoting their culture, language, and their future through media, education, and cultural initiatives. They're using their soft power to win over hearts and minds, to project an image of Russia as a cultural powerhouse. Russian cultural exports, particularly literature, music, and drama, are highly regarded, and that, my friends, is a power all its own. The bears roar, understanding Russia's power. So now you know why Russia is called the third power in the world. It's a complex mix of military might, political maneuvering, resource wealth, cyber prowess, strategic alliances, and cultural influence. They're a force to be reckoned with, a nation that demands respect on the world stage. Understanding the dynamics between these two global powers is crucial in today's world. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and stay safe.